Listen up, get ready, I'm not gonna take no more. There's a revolution, a revelation going on in my soul. Buckle up, get ready, we're not gonna sit back.
Welcome to Live from the Heartland for the week of September 12th in the year 2025. And my next guest is a good friend who lives close by up here in the beautiful 49th Ward. She's the one and only Jean Bryan, and she's involved with Third Act Illinois, an outfit that uses their life experience, their skills, and resources to build a better tomorrow. I've been hearing a lot about Third Act Illinois. A number of friends, people we both know in common, are involved. And I'm glad to say that Jean is very active in Third Act Illinois. So good day to you, Jean. And let's start off by you telling us, what is Third Act Illinois and what are you guys up to? Before I do that, though, I got to say you've lived in Rogers Park for 35 years. You're a mom to 2, a grandma to 4, and you work to save the planet from climate change on behalf of your grandchildren and many others throughout the world.
Well, thanks, Michael. It's always nice to spend some time with you. This is an unusual way for us to spend this time. Usually you have my husband on. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And I am here today to invite all of Rogers Park and everybody outside that area to our Sunday Solar Fest. This is going to be September 21st. That's a Sunday, believe it or not. And it's going to run from noon to 4 o'clock. And it's going to be at Montrose Beach, right near the dog park. You'll find us because there will be all kinds of tents set up and all of that. And we are doing this with 30 partners. But this is going to be a celebration of solar energy. Sometime in the last 3 years, solar energy became the cheapest way of creating electricity. And it's just, gone without any notice. For some reason, the energy companies don't want us to know that solar is cheap and easy to get. And Third Act's founder, Bill McKibben, who's a noted environmentalist and author, he likes to say that we used to think of wind and solar as the alternative energy, sort of the Whole Foods of energy, nice but pricey, but it has become the Costco of energy, cheap, on the shelf, and available in bulk, ready to go. So we're going to celebrate that. And we recognize that this is a time when we need to do some celebrating, and we need to lift our heads up, pat ourselves on the back, and recognize that there's some good things going. So your original question was, what's Third Act? That's what we are.
How about it? Then we'll go back to the event more often. I have a lot of little thoughts as you were talking, but for the people who don't know, and to embellish my knowledge, how about telling us what Third Act Illinois is all about, how it got started, and what you've been doing before you have this great event called Sunday.
Right, yeah. Well, Third Act is, we are a bunch of older people who have some things to say. We were started by the activist, Bill McKibben, that I just quoted. And he also started 350. We have a nice chapter here in Chicago, and there's some others around Illinois. But when Bill turned, I think it was 60, he realized that there was a lot of experience and energy amongst our nation's elders. And so he created Third Act to kind of give that a focus. You might recall that the third act in a theatrical production is the final act where all of the pieces come together. And that is where that name comes from. So we've had a working group here in Illinois for over 3 years. In fact, it started a block away from me in a home. And so Third Act Illinois got its start right here in Rogers Park. We're focused on three things primarily, and on what we can do here in our state and in our municipalities around Illinois. So the first leg of our three-sided stool is climate finance. We have a committee doing work on that. You might have heard about our Costco campaign to have Costco pressure Citibank to divest from funding extractive energy efforts. Citibank is the required Costco credit card. So that's why we were focused on that. We had a lot of fun going around delivering petitions to various Costco stores. I met a great group of people sitting in a car, traveling from one Costco center to another. And then what I'm really proud of with our Climate Finance Committee right now is our Illinois pension divestment program. We are making an effort to have the state of Illinois pension system divest from fossil fuels. So this is not just a tree hugger, feel good about things. Fossil fuel investments are not as economically viable as a lot of other investments. So this is not just an environmental effort, but it's an economic effort as well. Dirty energy investments just aren't as doing well over time. And so pulling them out of our state's pension portfolios can actually help our state and our citizens in a very economic sense. So we're going to be pushing that this coming fall. And feel free to join our efforts, especially those of you who are beneficiaries or signed up to be beneficiaries of Illinois pensions. We need to hear your voices. The second leg of our stool is public utilities. And this is our Power Up Communities Committee. We're pushing for affordable and clean energy. We're pushing our Public Utility Commission, that in Illinois, that's the Illinois Commerce Commission. But we're also bringing it home, literally, to our fellow elders and others through our Navigators program, which is people who are trained to provide assistance, all for free, and guidance in moving your house or your home away from fossil fuels toward renewable resources for your heating, for your cooking. We now have a dryer that is not gas-based. So those kinds of things. So bringing it literally to your house. Our third emphasis is democracy and voting. And we all know how important that is right now. This group is going to be initiating a 1 Million Rising campaign this fall. That's a project that I'm not too well acquainted with, but it's basically training people in nonviolent resistance and ways to resist the current administration. So this would be a great time to sign up and to join up Third Act Illinois.
How do people do that? Is there a website?
We do have a website. Thanks for asking, Michael. Yeah. Our website is thirdact.org/Illinois. And right there to the left, when you're looking at the website, you will see I think it's a join button, something really radical like that. And then you can also find out what we're about, because there will be some articles right there on the front page and various and assorted links. You can also sign up to let us know you're coming to Sunday, our Solar Fest. There will be a link in our, that's called events page. And again, that's to the left. And I'm telling you that because the web page is designed so that the national organization has the links up above, and we have the links on the side. So,
well, Gene, there's a lot of questions I'm having here. I think that what I'm going to go to first is the pensions in Illinois, and we have both you and I, and of course many people listening or viewing, are big fans of this state. I'm wondering, what is the resistance to removing Illinois pensions from fossil fuel energy companies? Do we have senators and representatives who are trying to get this done? And do you have people in the legislature in one form or another who are resisting it?
Well, let's just say it's not high on their list right now for a number of folks. I am not going to name names because I don't know them. And I would really like you to have one of the members of that committee on your show, because I think that would be a wonderful opportunity, and I would be happy to pass along names for you. They made some headway. I will say this: we made headway during last year's legislative session, and are planning to move ahead again this year. So we got some people in support, and we're ready to take those folks and move on and identify who we need to move to the next step in the legislature. So
this event where Third Act is going to go to Springfield, the capital of Illinois, later this year. Do you have more information on when that might happen or is going to happen?
I am not sure that date has been set yet. I haven't heard it. This is the lobby day that's done throughout the state. Statewide organization does that. I have actually done lobby day now twice, and I haven't lobbied before that, like 45 years ago, for preschool monies. But I'm back at it now, and I have to say, one of the things about Third Act is it has pushed me. And our times, I think, are pushing us to do a little more and stuff that we have not been comfortable doing previously. So that's kind of one of the things, is going down and shaking hands. And but it's I will say, lobby day is a lot of fun. So if you sign up to be a member of Third Act, if you're an elder, you will hear about lobby day once the date is set.
How old do you have to be to get into Third Act?
Well, unlike ICE, we're not checking, IDs. But the idea of being 55, if you feel like you're an elder.
I'm going to join up.
Oh, that's great. I'm kind
promise.
of surprised you're not already a member, Mike.
I am too, but I've been waiting for someone from Third Act to come on. I tried to get your neighbor Jack Swenson on. I tried to get Peg Dublin on. Everyone said yes, but we haven't done it. And now we have you, and I'm really glad. Let me ask you.
Well, Jack is the person to talk to about divestment, pension divestment. He's the leader of that.
You tell him, if you see him before I tell him.
I will push him on that. We'll get him on.
Now, let me ask you about Illinois and its support of solar energy. I get a lot of notices in my emails about going solar. I think the few times that I tried to contact someone, I had too many trees around here. And I know you have a lot of trees too. I did have a tree come down a couple years ago, which kind of opened things up, and I haven't tried it again. But how easy is it to get solar, and is Illinois still helping you, giving you great discounts and support? And then let's talk a little bit more about solar and wind and solar both, and the president's current attempts to stop all kind of plans, even in the face of a Virginia Republican governor who wants to keep his offshore wind farm going.
Well, I think he's going to see a lot more of that kind of resistance. Well, let's go back here to the getting solar on your own house. Yes, we also have a lot of trees. They are not our trees, so we can't cut them down or cut them back. But you can join their community solar programs where you can join in and buy into a solar farm, and then you get a reduction in your your energy bills. So that's one program that Tom and I are meaning to look into, and this Solar Fest will be a great opportunity to find out specifics and to meet companies that are trustworthy. So we're actually going to have organizations and companies who have been involved in this kind of work at Solar Fest, and you can just walk around and talk at one table or another and find out more. I would also recommend meeting with one of the navigators. We're going to have a table of people who are doing this, helping people navigate the system, because, you know, the state of Illinois is supportive of this, but, you know, it's still a program where forms have to be filled out and things need to be done. And so our navigators are following this, so you don't have to. You can come, you can sit down with one of the navigators, and they can kind of tell you, you have to do A, you have to do B, you have to do C. And they can help you figure out how you can reduce your energy bill. This is available to us as people who live in Illinois. You don't even have to be a citizen. Okay, that's great.
Let's go back to the event. Now, you're using two terms here. Sunday celebration is part of the Solar Fest.
Well, Sunday is the overall term because these events are happening all over the country. Okay. So Third Act Central, which is the national version of Third Act, our umbrella organization, is sort of managing all of this, but we have working groups in almost all states. So if you're looking at this online and are in a different state, just go to thirdact.org and you can find out, you can sign up, and they will get you in touch with your state working group. But we have events all over the country, and we are in Chicago. What we decided to do is a Solar Fest, and just come and meet other people who are intrigued by this whole solar energy and alternative energy, what we used to call alternative energy, but now it's
the main deal.
It's sustainable energy. You know what? The sun shines everywhere.
It does.
So come out for this.
And it shines on those people who've got sense enough to get out and stand in it. So let me go to the event again on Sunday, the 21st. It's going to be at down at Montrose Harbor, or right there near the dog park. And it's on the 21st from noon to 4. And not only will you have a lot of information, but you're also going to have the incomparable Johnny Bergen, the blues man, showing up, and he'll also be performing at the Skokie Theater that evening.
Come early. He's playing early, so he's ready to go for Skokie.
Yeah, and so once again, give us your email or the website, and so people can check it out. And we're going to keep reminding them Sunday the 21st, noon to 4. Johnny Bergen and a whole lot of other people are showing up to celebrate the sun down at Montrose and the lake at the dog park.
Right. And that's thirdact.org/Illinois. And our email address is illinois@thirdact.org.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you on. Do you have anything else, words of inspiration you would like to lay out here for all of our listeners and viewers to incorporate into their ongoing activities?
Well, this is the time. This is the time, and we need to stand up and speak up and be there, be out there in the world doing what we know how to do.
Right on, Jane Bryan. We're so glad to have you on. You're a refreshing guest on our show, and we'll have you back when you have something you would like to share.
Oh, and we'll get some of our people in here too.
Right on. We'll do
Thanks
that.
a lot, Michael.
Everyone else, stay tuned.